Hey, Benrick. New patch just came out. A big buff for Terran, but it doesn't apply to people who build planetary fortresses. So, rip me. Are you about to abuse the bug? No, that bug is actually gone now, as of like a couple hours ago. The solution for that was just to remove the ability altogether. You don't get the hot pickup button anymore, at least not until they one day fix the bug in the future.
Not enough minerals.
Take thy beak from out
Not
my
enough
heart,
minerals.
and take thy form from off my door.
Not enough minerals.
Quoth the raven.
Not enough minerals.
Nevermore.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Thanks to @chase_SC for my sub gift.
Not enough minerals.
Chase SC, gifted from Pattern Wreck. Nope, gifted to Pattern Wreck. Confuse me. So I'm just kind of playing with the idea of the new patch here, because the one thing you're going to notice here as I approach 300 minerals, I can build a command center. So this is the big buff for Terran.
Not enough minerals.
Unfortunately, you gotta pay that mineral savings back when you build a planetary fortress. So command centers are cheaper, orbitals are cheaper. Well, orbitals are the same price, so you still get the 100 mineral savings. But a planetary is
Not enough.
it's 250, 150 now.
Not enough minerals. Not
But with
enough
that said, there's still
minerals.
some advantages. I was really struggling with my TBT build because I delayed the command center so much. Now that the command center is 100 minerals cheaper, I feel like it'll be much smoother build. I can go back to going CC before, you know, before bunker and orbital and all that stuff. And even this PF expand, you know, you think it'd be bad because I gotta spend the 250 on the PF, but doesn't mean I can go gas before barracks.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
And then need extra minerals. So now
Command center
this is
upgrade
weird.
complete.
be 2 in each gas. Yeah, I can go gas before barracks, but I don't need to saturate the gas. Okay, let's try that again. So I temporarily save 100 minerals when I'm doing the PF expand. And I think we can make that work for us.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Or I could go one gas before command center. That would probably work too. Try that next. I'm just kind of late. Right, so now I go gas.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not
So I
enough
won't get supply
minerals.
blocked at 21 anymore. So I don't need to worry about getting my barracks done early. Because I got the command center down faster, supply block isn't there.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Yeah, still more gas than I need. That's much better than last time.
Command center upgrade complete.
Let's try one gas.
Not enough
So I definitely want to build the
minerals.
gas before the command
Not
center, but
enough
and
minerals.
after the depot. I guess I'll go immediately
Not
after the
enough
depot just
minerals.
as a baseline.
Not enough minerals.
Oops.
Not enough minerals.
Let's pretend I have an extra 10 minerals because I didn't do that.
Not enough minerals.
Oops. I have to go gas right away. Oh well. This is fine too.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
The idea is I want to be able to start my factory and then use all my resources when I start my PF afterwards. I want to be at like 0 minerals and 0 gas. And if I'm not, then I could make my opening build better.
build here.
Yeah, so I think if I took that gas on time, it would be like perfect. We'll try that. I don't think I need to actually do it though. I think I'm pretty confident that'll be a good build. Let's take a look at the patch notes in case anyone just joined and wondered what the heck I was doing. Yeah, so here's the changes that came in. So right now, Zerg is incredibly strong. And I'm not sure who's worse off between Protoss and Terran. But yeah. So Protoss is getting a buff to the Colossus. So Colossus is better versus non-light units now. The same versus regular light units. Adept is getting a pretty massive late game buff. Instead of getting +2 damage per upgrade, they're getting +4 damage per upgrade. So that's gigantic, but at the same time, like late game adepts, they're not that great, but I don't know. Maybe we'll start seeing adepts and that adept upgrade again, whatever it's called. It's kind of like giving the Reaper a great late game upgrade. It's like, yeah, but Reapers suck in the late game, so is it good or not? I don't know. Regular gateways are getting a nice buff again, or like a further buff, I should say. I think it went from 30 to 40%, now 40 to 50%. And I've actually seen this a fair amount in my games. I noticed some Protoss are never getting Warp Gate. They're just keeping them in gateway form for their much faster production time. You can flip between gateways and Warp Gate much faster now. Instead of it being 7 seconds and 5 seconds, it's just 4 seconds both directions. And disruptors won't stay as far away anymore with their phantom attack. Whatever. So this is the big one for Terran. Command centers cost less. 300 minerals. Which means orbitals also cost less. They'll also cost 100 minerals less. But planetaries, that's where the 100 minerals come back. So PFs will still cost the same in total. But the key here is you can start the command center earlier. So I think this will encourage more expanding out of Terran. Maybe more reckless expanding out of Terran. Like right now, Terrans usually don't want to build on position because it's so risky. Now it's less risky because you're putting less investment into building it there. And then obviously we're going to see more orbitals instead of planetaries. So I think like 4th base being an orbital is probably going to be pretty standard. However, big buff to Terran. Except for one Terran player who likes to build planetaries at every base, which is me. So I still get a slight advantage, right? Because this extra 100 minerals, I don't have to spend it as early. So that's kind of nice. Ghosts getting buffed pretty significantly. And then it's not listed here. But from what I saw, so Zerg got this like massive larva regeneration buff, which made them completely OP. And then they reduced it a little bit and they're still crazy OP. That small reduction, I think they reverted that. So it's back to a massive larva regen buff. So yeah. And then you don't get to load nearby units anymore on transports because there was an exploit. A pretty insane exploit. Like basically you could have a guaranteed 100% win rate versus Protoss if you wanted to with it. Because you can make Widow Mines like fire out of the medevac, or you could drop them pre-burrowed, so there was no way probes could run away. And it looks like this, yeah. Once the exploit is fixed, they might put it back, but I don't know if they have the resources to fix that exploit. I think that's the only interesting thing in here. There's a couple things from 2v2 that I think they fixed. There's a weird thing where, like, if you were a Terran, there's a way to, like, cancel your structure and your partner would get the resources back instead of you. So it's like a way of, like, moving resources at the start of the game. And there's another weird thing, like, if your opponent detected something for you, you still couldn't do any damage to it with cyclones. So if your partner's observer detected a Widow Mine, you still couldn't damage it with a cyclone. Your cyclone would just do like phantom damage. So that was fixed. So yeah. Unfortunately, the massive Terran buff, which I kind of liked that Terran sucked, because it sucked in a way that didn't affect me. So I'm like, then when they buff Terran, maybe they'll buff something that'll also help me. So not only was I not terrible, but I would get a buff out of it. But it turns out both the nerfs of Terran and the buffs of Terran don't affect me at all, because it's an anti-planetary buff. So yeah, that's where we're at. I guess the other thing I want to try, let me do this one more time before I go into a real game. Is my TVT build. I think I can get the command center in earlier now. That it costs 100 less. Yeah, the biggest thing was the pre-burrowed Widow Mines. You would drop them in the mineral line and instantly wipe the mineral line. There's nothing that Protoss could do. But yeah, you could load any unit that transforms. You could load it into a medevac in either transformed state, and it only took up 1 cargo slot. So you could put like 8 Thors in the medevac if you wanted to. I don't know what the advantage of that is, but you could do it. Or like pre-siege tanks, yeah, was another one. And then there's also this weird glitch where if you put burrowed mines inside the medevac and something shoots the medevac, then the burrowed mines could shoot back from inside the medevac. So yeah, the burrowed mines are definitely the OP part of it.
Not enough minerals. 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 Not enough minerals.
So here's where I want to try to fit in the command center. This is where I used to do it with the 12 worker start. But then I couldn't do it anymore. I had to delay it until after the orbital, after the bunker, after the Reaper wall. It got delayed so long. Yeah, I don't know if I can... Still know if I can do it, though. So I think... Okay, I have to delay something, obviously. I didn't have the resources for everything, but... So for safety, I would want the...
Command center upgrade complete. additional
I'd want the
supply
marine
depots
production and the
required.
bunker. For resources, I would want the orbital. I think the safety is the important part. Obviously, I need the next depot as well. Or do I need the next depot much? Just a little bit, actually. I'm interested if this is a wall, too. So while I'm here, let me build the Reaper.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
Another question actually is, can anything jump up here? Yes, okay. Sometimes you get a spot where they can't jump up at all. Yeah, like they can't jump here. But if they can't jump up at all, then they can't even see. So from their perspective, yeah, it's still if they click on one of these, yeah, they'll still get to this position, even if they don't have high ground vision. I think. I don't know. Alright, so barracks finishes. I got 70 minerals. And I want to build a bunker, a marine, an orbital, and a depot. It's 150, 250, 350, 400. I want to spend 400 minerals right now. And I got like 100, we'll say. So, not much. So I think the most important thing is the marine. So we could rally this guy to the bunker position. Build one marine. And I guess another SCV. Oh, I already have another SCV. Okay. So I had 50 more minerals that I didn't know about. Yeah, so SCV marine. This will build the bunker. I'm at 18 supply. Then I'll build one more marine that puts me to 19 supply. Another SCV puts me at 20. And then I'll probably be able to afford the orbital. Actually, can I read? No. Then I can afford the orbital at 20 or 21 supply. Put on the bunker, one more marine. Yeah, I think I'll get supply blocked at 21, but it won't be bad at all. Like, I don't know when I can get that depot down, but I don't even think it matters, because I think this command center would finish before the depot anyways. Let's see, 8 seconds for this SCV. 12 seconds for the next SCV is 20 seconds, and then I get the orbital. Which is what? $25 seconds. So the orbital will be done in 45 seconds. It's still 20 seconds away from the command center being finished. So that would be like a full 1 SCV supply block. Unless I cut a Marine. I don't know, like Proxy Reaper is still a thing. And it's stronger than before. It's way more all in than before, but obviously it's stronger as well because, you know, it arrives at the same time as the 12 workers start, except the defender has less stuff. So I kind of don't want to cut my Marine production at all. And it's, you know, the faster I get that bunker up too, the safer I am against Reaper run by. Don't want to cut the bunker or the... Yeah. I think we may just have to live with a supply block in this build. It puts me 1 worker behind, but I'm getting my command center down like 2 minutes earlier. So feels worth it to me. And everything that, yeah, the only, I get my command center 2 minutes earlier. The only downside is like a 1 SCV supply block and a later orbital. Yeah, I always get supply block at 38 anyway, so we're just moving it up. Well, let's pretend the 38 supply block is built into my build order. It's always planned. It's not a mistake. What was the one that used to always get me though? It was like 54 or something like that. It's like the first depot that's like outside of like my set build order time. I always used to forget to get that one. Poly Market? Well, they probably upgraded from DraftKings, I guess. Betting on sports isn't degen enough. You gotta bet on everything.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
So the idea with this one was to go
Not
1
enough
gas.
minerals.
Keep forgetting. We go 1 gas and we build immediately after the depot. And fully saturate it.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Okay.
Additional supply depots required. Not enough minerals. Command center upgrade complete. Command center upgrade. Unacceptable landing zone. Add-on complete.
Didn't quite time out well.
We could use some help here.
Take thy beak from out my heart, and take thy form from off my door. Quoth the raven, nevermore.
Patch, Hormuz, SpaceX, what a time to be alive.
I actually made so much money on the SpaceX stock. I've been shorting that thing since crate.
Command
Like
center
crazy since it
upgrade
came out.
complete.
I can't build here.
Upgrade complete.
here.
Additional supply depots required. Add-on complete. Not enough energy. Add-on complete. Insufficient Vespine gas. Research complete. Unacceptable landing zone. Upgrade complete.
Oh, come on.
Insufficient Vespine gas. Insufficient Vespine gas.
There's something in the way.
Insufficient command center upgrade complete.
Can't hold them alone.
Command center upgrade complete. Base is under attack.
This vessel requires assistance.
Our SCVs are under attack.
This vessel requires assistance.
It's heating up out here.
Mineral field depleted. Mineral field. Your forces are under attack.
It's like ultras.
Your forces are under attack. Not Your forces are under attack.
Got any extra
Base
firepower?
is under attack.
I can't build here. It's heating up out here.
Mineral field depleted. Not enough minerals.
This vessel requires assistance.
Vespine geyser.
This vessel requires assistance.
That's a negatory. It's blocked.
Not enough energy. Not enough energy. Not enough energy. Mineral field depleted.
This vessel requires assistance.
Mineral field depleted.
Got any extra firepower? It's heating up out here.
Base is under attack. Command center upgrade. Mineral field depleted. Base is under attack. Mineral field depleted. Mineral
It's
field.
heating up out here.
Mineral field depleted. Base is under attack. Not enough energy.
All hands to battle stations. We're returning fire!
Unacceptable, Command. We are at maximum supply.
Mayday! Mayday!
Got any extra firepower?
Unacceptable, Command. We are at maximum
It's heating up out here.
Unacceptable, Command. We are at maximum supply.
Got any extra firepower?
Base is under attack. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted. Vespine geyser exhausted.
It's heating up out
Mineral
here.
field depleted. Mineral field depleted. Base is under attack. Base is under attack. Mineral field depleted. Mineral
I can't
field
build
depleted.
here. I can't build here.
Command center upgrade. Your forces are under attack.
More ultralisks.
Base is under attack.
All hands to battle stations.
Your forces are under attack. Upgrade complete. Additional supply depots required. Base is under attack. Our mineral field are under attack. Our SCVs are under attack. Mineral field depleted. Base is under attack.
I'm in a heap of trouble.
Command center.
So let's see. Guess a little late because I set my first SCV out. I'm putting it down right at 75 though. Do I saturate it right away? Yes. And then when the barracks finishes, I need 250 gas and 400 minerals. So this isn't bad, actually. Oh, no, because of this. $550 minerals. Yeah, so I have more gas than I want. I want to hit 250, 150. As close as to when this completes as possible. So the first two SCVs on gas are more efficient than the third one, so I think we'll still take the gas as soon as possible, but we'll put 2 on gas for a while, and then add a third. The other thing is if I can't afford this planetary, I'd rather have not enough gas than not enough minerals. Because if I can't afford the planetary, I may as well make an SCV, which is just going to cost even more minerals, which is going to delay the planetary even longer. Okay. Yeah, so I'll go 2 on gas and maybe have, I don't know, maybe have the barracks SCV join the gas. Or maybe the Hinge Bay SCV. I think you can finish this first, the barracks or the Hinge Bay. I don't even know. The Hinge Bay, yeah. So maybe have the Hinge Bay guy become the third in gas. The other nice thing is this will help me a bit against maybe like a 10 pool or something. Obviously I still won't have a command center done against an 8 pool. But against a 10 pool or 12 pool, definitely, I think. And that's all I need is a completed command center. A wall and a completed command center, and I'm circling proof. Because I can get the planetary completed before Zerglings can kill it. Even if I have to sacrifice a few SCVs.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
If you held out for an extra second, you might have beat me. Because I was experiencing massive lag and I just checked in this Brazil server. I think I was either going to leave or I was going to try out that build order one more time and then leave. I wasn't going to play out that game. Secret Canadian province. Hey, do you know what Toronto became #1 in the world for? Where I live? #1 of any major city in the entire world for the last 2 days. Worst air quality in the world. Although it went down a little bit. The air quality index changed from hazardous to very unhealthy. So, yeah, apparently there's some forest fires, like, way north of us that's blowing down this direction.
Not enough minerals.
Actually smells like a campfire permanently outside right now.
Not enough minerals.
God damn it.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
By the way, we're still in Brazil. So, once again, we're just going to do a build order and then move on to the next game.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
This isn't timing out at all. Whatever.
Not enough minerals. Additional supply depots required. Not enough minerals. Not
Yeah, that
enough
gas
minerals.
is too late.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Okay, so we'll just go 2 and gas for, I don't know, 20 seconds, then I'll add it in the third guy. Yeah, Command Center is 100 minerals cheaper now, but they added the extra 100 minerals onto the cost of the planetary. So overall, a planetary fortress costs the same, but a Command Center is 100 minerals cheaper and an orbital, because the orbital doesn't have the added cost, so you still get the 100 savings if you go orbital.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Maybe now we'll add in the third STV, see how that turns out. Oh my gosh.
Not enough minerals.
Well, fuck this build order up.
Not enough minerals.
Going Command Center first and forgetting the Command Center.
Not enough minerals. Our SCVs are under attack. Not enough minerals. Additional supply depots required. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Alright, 250.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Command center upgrade complete.
Ah, damn it.
Insufficient Vespine gas. Command center upgrade. Insufficient Vespine gas. Insufficient Vespine gas. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Add-on complete.
Yeah.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
I can't build here.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
I can't build here.
Not enough minerals. Command center upgrade complete.
Well, this is a four-player map.
Not enough energy. Upgrade complete. Not enough minerals. Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required. Upgrade complete. Add-on complete. Additional supply depots required. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Research complete.
Alright, it's only 300 minerals for the command center.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Additional supply depots required. Insufficient Vespine gas. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Base is under attack. Insufficient Vespine gas. Upgrade complete. Insufficient Vespine gas. Insufficient Vespine gas.
I can't build here.
Command center upgrade complete. Insufficient Vespine gas. Insufficient Vespine gas.
Can't hold them alone.
Not enough energy. Not enough. Base is under attack. Our SCVs are under attack. Not enough energy. Insufficient Vespine gas. Our SCVs are under attack. Command center.
Is this worth the fight? No, definitely not.
Insufficient Vespene gas.
This is totally a Hellbat map. I don't know what I'm doing. My Mass Raven without the Hellbats on this map.
This battle
Base is under attack. Mineral field depleted. Our SCVs insufficient are under attack. Our SCVs are under attack. Is under attack.
This battle requires assistance.
Base is under attack. Add-on. Base is under attack. Our SCVs are under attack.
This battle requires assistance.
Base is under attack. Base is under attack. Not enough. Base is under attack. Command center upgrade complete. Command base is under attack. Base is under attack. Base is under attack. Your forces are under attack. Not enough energy. Base is under attack. Not enough energy. Not enough energy. Not enough energy. Base not enough energy. Our SCVs are under attack. Base is under
This
attack.
battle requires assistance.
Additional supply depots required. Base is under attack. Base is
Can't
under
call in the
attack.
mules.
Base is under attack. Base is under attack. Not enough energy. Base is under attack. Base is under attack. Your forces are under attack. Base is under attack.
Can't hold them alone.
Base is under attack. Base is under attack. base is under attack.
Yes, 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 I need to kill all those. Shit.
Your forces are under attack.
Take thy beak from out my heart, and take thy form from off my door. Quoth the raven, nevermore.
I think we got him.
Thanks for streaming, Ket.
Your forces are under attack. Your forces are under attack. Your forces are under attack.
Let him burn. Yeah, even if he microed his drones well at the end here, I had too many ravens. I think I could have killed all of his roaches before he was able to rebuild an economy. Yeah, this is definitely not a map where I want to skip Hellions on. This map is so big that it's perfect for having Hellbats constantly going around. Man, I hate roaches. Just infinite health on them and armor. Planetaries and auto turrets do nothing against them. Yeah, so he's got 27 workers and he can build another 20. The nice thing is he kind of tips me off where they're going because he rallies all of his hatcheries to one mineral patch. Like to say this one. So anytime I pass by this hatchery and I see a bunch of drones running, you know, this direction to the right, I know he's there. Everything's gathering over here. Yeah, it was totally his game to lose. So he killed all of his drones, then he made another batch with what he had left. This is where he lost the game. Mutas are so much faster than ravens that there's no reason he would ever lose these mutas to auto turrets. Especially as he could just, this is like Berserk specialty, just, you know, F2A move the whole army. If he keeps the roaches with the mutas, then the mutas will definitely never die. Because the auto turrets will auto target the roaches first. But mostly just the mutas run away from the ravens. And then eventually he'll be able to kill off my final structures doing that. But instead he let them all die, as he was focusing the planetary, I guess. And now he's like 100% dead. "34 roaches against 31 ravens. It's pretty good for me. No reason looking at the build order because there's so many mistakes at the start. Plus he worker scouted. I'm gonna guess I put the third guy on gas a little bit late, a little bit early. Maybe put it on gas after I start building my hinge bay.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Come on, Katrak.
Not enough minerals.
First SCV does not go there. Here? Wait, here? What? Whoa. Oh, this is a weird map.
Not enough minerals. 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 Command additional supply depots required. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Insufficient Vespene gas.
Yeah.
Command center upgrade complete. Add-on complete. Add-on complete. Additional supply depots required.
That's a negatory. It's blocked.
Fuel pod just canceled my depot there.
Additional supply depots required. Add-on complete. Not enough minerals.
Oh, I forgot to get the
Not enough minerals. Not
Structure
enough
upgrade.
minerals. Insufficient Vespine gas. Not enough minerals. Insufficient Vespine gas.
I don't see anything out of my opponent. He might be AFK.
Research complete. Command center upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Insufficient Vespine gas. Insufficient Vespine gas. Insufficient Vespine gas. Command center upgrade complete.
I think he actually is AFK.
Insufficient Vespine gas. Add-on complete. Not enough energy. Base is under attack. Add-on
I was doing these. Was he trying to do these?
Add-on complete.
Yeah.
Insufficient
exploits, is what I was trying to say.
Insufficient Vespene gas. Upgrade complete. Your forces are under attack. Insufficient Vespene gas. Insufficient Vespene gas. Insufficient. Your forces are under attack. Insufficient Vespene gas. Your forces are under attack. Your forces are under attack. Mineral field depleted. 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 Your forces are under attack. Your forces are under attack.
I can't build here.
Your forces are under attack. Upgrade complete. Command center upgrade complete. Your forces are under attack. Unacceptable, Command. We are at maximum supply. Base is under attack. Your forces are under attack. Base is under attack. Your forces are under attack. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
Let's get here in time.
Mineral field depleted.
This vessel requires assistance.
Base is under attack.
This vessel requires assistance.
Vespine geyser exhausted.
This vessel requires
Base is under attack. Vespine geyser Your forces are under base is under attack. Command. Our SCVs are under attack. Our SCVs are under attack. Base is under attack. Mineral field depleted. Base is under attack. Base is under attack.
Oh, your mules come now with auto repair turned on by default. That's huge.
Mineral
I
field
didn't know that was a
depleted.
change.
Your forces are under attack. Base is
He
under
might drop
attack.
me.
Additional supply depots required. Additional
This
space
vessel
is under
requires
attack.
assistance.
Mineral field depleted. Base Command center upgrade complete.
It sounds like an answer somewhere. What? This is a bug, right? Oh, there we go. I can see it now.
Additional supply base is under attack. Mineral field. Our SC.
I swore, like when I last came into the space, I looked for health bars. If you can see health bars in the fog of war, that means he's revealed. And my brain told me that there were no health bars, so he must still have a command center somewhere. Also, check out this hero planetary. That's 3 kills, 4 kills.
These are under
That was pretty huge though when I called down the mules. How many mules there right now?
Our SCVs are under attack. Mineral
Yeah, you called them down and they got auto repair on already. So those are the two really annoying things for me. It's like I can't focus fire my auto turrets until after I place them. So I need to place them, select them all, and then focus fire. And it's the same with mules. You gotta call them down, wait for the pods to open, and then select them and turn on auto repair. Or right click the repair. Whatever it happens to be. Is it like all mules at all times though? Can't find any mules. No.
Command center upgrade. Add-on complete.
That's interesting. I'm gonna guess if you call it down on a mineral patch, then it doesn't get the auto repair, but otherwise it does. It's the only thing I can think of. That's a lot of effort for a dead game, though. If they set it up that way.
Complete.
Feels like beyond the effort of the intern. If they did do it that way, though, that's a nice quality of life feature. Because basically, anytime you call down a mule someplace that's not a mineral patch, you're probably calling them down to repair. Is there anything else I care about in this replay? I don't think so. It is funny at look at the game time. We're almost at the 10-minute mark. Here's my vision of him. And here's his vision of me. Heavy scouters here. Okay, let's yeah, I got orbital energy. Let's test.
Add-on complete. Add-on complete.
Maybe when it's idle? No. Idle with something in its hands? No. Okay. So if we call it down just anywhere. Auto repair. If I put on a mineral patch, does it lose the auto repair? No. Okay, yeah, so it's literally, if you spawn on a mineral patch, it doesn't have auto repair. If you spawn anywhere else, it does. I like that. That's super useful. So you're off doing like a BC rush somewhere, and then you pull back, call down a couple mules, and they'll automatically start repairing the battle cruiser. Because one of the annoying things of having to turn on the auto repair is you can't even do it right away.
Upgrade complete.
When you call down the mule pod, it's like a full 2 seconds before the actual mule pops out. Not enough time to go do other actions and come back, but also inefficient to sit there staring at it, waiting for the pod to open.
Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
Oh, wow.
Mineral field depleted.
Yeah, so just these 3 cells you gotta block.
Mineral field
Fortunately, that
depleted.
always takes 2 structures, and I mean, technically you could wall it off with a depot and a sensor tower. But otherwise, it's gotta be a 2x2 and a 3x3 structure, just for the shape.
Mineral field depleted.
Yeah, because this map's
Mineral
kind of
field
weird with the 2 Reaper
depleted.
Domes. This one's small, but again, it takes 2 full structures. This is not 3. Oh, this one only takes 1 structure. Alright, that's handy. And it works with a 2x2 structure as well. Let me just make sure it's both directions. Sometimes it's not.
Mineral field depleted.
Okay, it's not so bad. So there's 2 Reaper walls, but it's still only a total of 3 structures to wall them off. You could almost do a wall this way too, right across, but it's a little much. Yeah, it requires another 3x3 structure. No, it doesn't actually.
Mineral field depleted.
It'd have to be like this. Something like this.
Mineral field depleted.
2 structures here. 3 here. And this wall doesn't matter early on. Yeah, screw this. Okay, this map isn't so bad. It looks bad, but it's not. That's where you build the Ghost Academy. That's one thing I've never grown muscle memory for. Is like, literally anytime you need to throw up an emergency wall, people always think Inge Bay. But it's actually way, way better to put up a Ghost Academy. It starts with like twice as much hit points as an Inge Bay, and it generates hit points way faster than Inge Bay. And as long as you have a barracks, you have the tech to throw up a Ghost Academy. And only 50 gas now too. So it's not even that much of a gas investment,
Not enough
even if you finish it
minerals.
not to repair it.
Not enough minerals.
Turn. Where's the Reaper jump? Is there not one?
Not enough minerals.
Oh shit, it's right there.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
I can't tell it all that off. I didn't know he was going to stop there. I thought he was going to go in.
Our SCVs are under attack. Command center. Additional supply depots required. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Yeah, what am I doing? I need this.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Add-on complete. Not enough minerals. Research complete. Command center upgrade complete. Add-on complete. Landing zone. Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required. Insufficient Vespine gas.
Okay, ravens are out.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
Let's saturate the gas, I mean.
I can't build here.
Upgrade complete. add-on complete. Vespine geyser required for placement. Insufficient Vespine gas. Command center upgrade.
Taking some fire here.
Oh. This is something we're almost never going to see anymore. A PO at the third. Even mech players, I don't think will do it anymore just because of the nerf to the planetary upgrade.
Command center upgrade complete. Not enough energy. Command center upgrade complete.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a tough ball off. So we got a wall from here to here. Or we wall down there, which I assume works. Like you can literally wall this with something as small as a sensor tower.
I can't build here.
I don't know if there's ever a time I could do this. I mean, I feel like I'd have to put an incomplete structure here. Okay, let's say 3 Reapers arrive and they start smashing the structure. And I got a bunker with 4 Marines here. Bunker.
Mineral field depleted.
What would I have to do? I'd have to finish this wall, which does finish cleanly. Empty this bunker, send all my Marines up here, and start producing more Marines.
Mineral field depleted.
Or, I guess the next best option is what I did this game. Depot barracks. And then I gotta finish the wall off with the ninja bay.
Mineral field depleted.
And a bunker. Well, first depot go here.
Mineral field depleted.
Finishing this wall is not important. So otherwise it's yeah, it's still a 4-structure wall, even if I just wall off. Yeah, there's no way to do it with 3.
That's a negatory. It's blocked.
Unless not all of this is jumpable. Maybe this isn't jumpable here. What if I go like... I don't know.
Mineral field depleted.
So I do the long wall, which is a depot and 3x3 structures. Means the
Mineral
hinge bay
field
needs to be out
depleted.
here, and I need to build the hinge bay and bunker early. Or depot barracks and hinge bay like this.
Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
Problem is, like, even if only one Reaper arrives and causes this to cancel, it still kind of sucks. Because I still can't say for sure, only just because I've only seen one Reaper doesn't mean he's not doing a Reaper all in. It could still follow up with like 5, like a minute later. He doesn't have to show them all to me. So I still have to take it seriously every time this falls. Yeah, I think I like this idea better. Do this long wall off. The other thing I'm thinking though is now that I'm doing the command center early, those long walls might be super deadly. If it's like a cutting SCV's proxy barracks Reaper all in, I'm not going to have that long wall done in time, I don't think. Definitely need to build the bunker before the hinge bay. Bunker's better to have done, and hinge bay I can throw down last second. Okay, Zerg. This is... Yeah, this is a big map, so we'll do a variant where I get aliens.
Not enough minerals. 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 Not enough minerals.
You know my gas light, so I'll put 3 SCVs in it immediately. Whoops. That sounds like 2 now.
Not enough minerals.
That's alright. New build orders. It'll take me a while to get used to it. We're in Brazil again, aren't we? I just felt the giant leg spike. Yeah. Yeah, Hellbat All-In I don't think works in this patch, so I don't have an anti-lag strategy. Laying auto turrets and lag is not fun.
Not enough minerals. 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 Not enough minerals.
The gas again.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Yeah, let's go 3 in gas now. Let's see how that times out.
Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required.
I think the resourcing is right, although I forgot to get my orbital.
Command center upgrade
Interesting, I
complete.
don't have enough to starport right now.
Command center upgrade complete. Insufficient Vespene gas.
Great assault wall here. Didn't mean to do that.
I can't build here.
Add-on complete. Additional supply depots required.
I didn't build a marine, did I?
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Command center upgrade complete. Not enough energy. Upgrade complete. Not enough minerals.
I should have had the armory a long time ago.
Add-on complete. Not enough minerals. Not enough energy. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Base is under attack. Insufficient Vespene gas.
Somewhere I saw a creep over there.
Insufficient Vespine gas. Unacceptable landing zone. Our SCVs are under attack. Add-on complete.
Mayday! Mayday!
Additional supply depots required.
There's nothing in the way.
Additional supply depots required. Your forces are under attack. Additional, your forces are under attack.
Got any extra firepower?
Your forces are under mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted. Your forces are under attack. Upgrade complete.
Can't hold them alone.
Mineral field depleted. Not enough energy. Additional supply depot. Base is under attack. Additional supply depots required. Base is under attack. Our SCVs additional supply depots required. Base is under attack.
It's heating up out here.
Mineral field depleted. Vespine geyser exhausted. Not enough energy. Unacceptable landing zone.
Got any extra firepower?
Our SCVs are under attack. is under attack. Additional mineral field depleted. Mineral. Our SCVs additional supply depots.
Zergs aren't allowed to pull drones.
Additional.
They don't know how to do that.
Required.
This guy's cheating.
Additional supply depots required. Mineral upgrade complete. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted. Base is under attack. Research complete. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
Got any extra firepower?
Base is under attack.
It's heating up out here.
Not enough energy.
What is this? Zerg players do not pull workers ever.
Our SCVs are under attack.
I'm in a heap of trouble.
Vesting guys under attack. Base is under attack. Mineral field depleted.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Base is under attack.
I gotta turn into a base trade, but I can't. Because I'm already dead.
I'm in a heap of trouble.
Yeah, there's no way, right?
Our SCVs are under attack.
That's a really tough map to expand on. At least against that Zerg player. Yeah, I knew like in his bases he had left, he had static defense too. There's no way I could turn that into like when I base traded with that Ace Bates Zerg, I was able to win because he had no defense. So I could literally just like walk base to base, kill all his workers. Plus that was a real Zerg, the previous one. And by real Zerg I mean they never pulled their drones away. This Zerg was using his Hydro ability too. That's another thing I rarely see Zerg players do. Even when they max like pure Hydra to counter the Ravens,
Not enough
they
minerals.
still don't use that ability very often. It's basically a free Raven kill every time you press the button. So very much worth.
Not enough minerals.
I've forgotten how this works. I think it had to be 3 structures if I remember correctly. I think if you still have a barracks down in here, it doesn't wall it off.
Not enough minerals.
So maybe we'll just go towards the ramp then.
Not enough minerals.
Oops.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Additional supply is required. Base is under attack.
Being up on Marines? I don't think he saw. I don't think he had vision of any of the structures on my ramp, did he? Which means he couldn't send his. Which means these couldn't go attack move into the main base. There's no Marines here anyways. What the hell's going on? It's got one late Marine. Maybe he needs to leave, I don't know. But here's the thing, like, if he A moves with his SCVs, he'll attack the bunker. And if he tries to attack something in my main base, he can't, because he doesn't have vision of it. Which means there's no way for these SCVs to pass by with the same threat priority as a Marine. Which means even if you had Marines here, and they're both, and the Marines and the SCVs are doing a run by, my bunker would auto shoot the Marines. Which is what I thought happened. I thought he had like 3 or 4 Marines with this, and my bunker took them down. But it turns out it was an SCV only attack. Yeah, he must have had to leave or something.
Not enough minerals. Insufficient Vespine gas. Insufficient Vespine gas.
I'm like 90% sure this has to be walled off with 3 structures. By the looks of it, it looks like you can throw a depot right here and it would wall it off, but I definitely know that's not true. Because it's like, it's the perfect fit to throw a depot between those 2 beams. I wish they would do things like this, make it obvious like where the Reaper jumps are. Yeah, I think I remember this long jump. Imagine that was a depot, and then I put the barracks here. I think it's the same idea, right? No, it's not. Let's double check. This is okay. So, that's weird. Even though it's symmetrical, if you do this shape, it's a wall. Oh, no, never mind. You can still do the long jump here. So you have to cover this cell. That's interesting. Doesn't look like I can get over here. Oh no, you can. Okay. So 2 3x3 structures, or we put the wall this way, but it's doesn't line up well either way. Depot, Inch Bay. Yeah, it's not enough. Same with this way. Okay, that is enough. So depot barracks. Bunker, and then what, second depot like this? That's not great either. I would have at least like to. Yeah, I guess I'll have to go like that. And then maybe later even put my Inch Bay here. I don't like these 2 depots here though. Because later, you know, siege tank, blast, supply block. It would have been nice to at least have one depot on this corner. So that one's usually out of reach. Somewhat, at least. So this one doesn't lie. If you put a depot between the two beams, it blocks. This one lies. Alright, let's go depot. And put my inch bay or a bunker here. Yeah, and then when I'm building my planetary, I can put a bunker here. And when I'm sure it's not a Reaper all in, I can get rid of this bunker. And if he has like a Reaper or two that jump up this way, they'll run by the bunker, which is fine. We'll do that, I guess. Block over the command center. Command centers don't have corners, which is kind of makes it hard to block with them. You gotta block with the side of the command center. If the corner touches anything, there's always a gap to run through. But I think I've had build orders like that before. I've like, used the command center as part of a wall. It's part of like a anti-Reaper defense. Usually I have to move it to my natural afterwards, but...
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
I guess let's do our TVZ opener.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough
There's something in the way.
I think this is fine.
SCVs are under attack.
I can't build here.
Command center upgrade complete. Not enough minerals. Command center upgrade complete.
I can't build here.
Add-on. Not enough minerals. Add-on complete. Insufficient Vespine gas.
I can't build here.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
I think we probably lost, but we'll see.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
I can't build here.
Insufficient Vespene gas. Insufficient Vespene gas. Insufficient Vespene gas. Not enough energy.
He's not going to attack them.
Insufficient
I need to.
Vespene gas. Unacceptable landing zone. Base is under attack. Not enough minerals. Our SCVs are under attack. Not enough minerals. Base is under attack. Unacceptable landing zone.
No.
Our SCVs are under attack. Base is under attack. Insufficient Vespene gas. Insufficient Vespene gas. Unacceptable landing. Base is under attack. Mineral field depleted. Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required. Not enough energy.
Is this worth it? Maybe.
Can't hold them alone.
Not enough mineral field depleted. Insufficient. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
Can't hold them
Base is under
alone.
attack. Insufficient. Mineral field depleted. Our SCVs are under attack. Our SCVs are under attack. enough energy. Mineral field depleted.
You may have nowhere to recall to.
Our SCVs are under attack.
No, he still has a command center somewhere.
Not enough energy. Not enough energy. Base is under attack. Insufficient Vespine gas.
I shouldn't have gone across the map here. I should have shown him that I left and then just hovered around here. I could have anticipated the recall. For some reason, I thought he didn't have a nexus. I mean, technically, I couldn't see one on the map, but again, if this isn't showing to me, I know he has a nexus somewhere. I gotta get the timing right too. I need to, like, as he's moving his Tempest in to shoot, I need to be moving my Vikings in to intercept. He always goes in, shoots, and then as he's retreating, that's when I'm going with my Tempest. So to get like a full volley off, I need to run into the cannons and stuff, and he gets back to his batteries in time. You know what was a pretty big deal? Was that my bunker killed his gateway. Because then just like random zealots and adepts, and he had plenty of minerals. Like if we go back some, he's going to gas star for sure, right? Yeah, so he's got plenty of minerals. Like random zealots and adepts could have been hunting around the map and finding things like this and killing things like this. Nice micro. I actually killed this so he couldn't make any stalkers, but again, he didn't have a gateway. Not getting the structure upgrade was a pretty big deal by him too. I shouldn't have gone for the. I shouldn't have gotten the kill here. I should have lifted off. I already got all the probes. As soon as he arrives, I could lift off and attack this. And maybe I lose, but maybe I probably kill half of it. He's pretty far away from his cannons. He's got 2 probes left. I mean, I still got plenty to fight him with. I think I could have done is just ignored the space. Brought my Vikings back here with these Vikings and just steamrolled on top of this. Because honestly, it's not that much DPS. 6 cannons. Oh, it's a fair amount. But I had enough that I could have just fought on top of the cannons, killed all of his Tempests, and retreated, and probably kept a third of my Vikings alive. And then I could go after something like clearing his base. You know, he saw my second command center too. I'm really shocked he didn't go looking for it. Even with just a probe. Would 1-1 make a difference? Yeah, I was thinking that. I don't know. I think no. I think the game's probably already decided by the time you get your first upgrade.
Minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
But it does feel bad to have like 30 Vikings that are
minerals.
0-0. Like, god damn it.
Not enough minerals. 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 Not enough minerals.
I guess the one problem with going gas first is if he like does a super early pool. Then it might be better to go command center first into double gas.
Additional supply depots required. Insufficient Vespine gas. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Command center upgrade complete.
I can't build here.
Command center upgrade complete.
I got 3-on-1 patch somewhere, I can't find it. There it is.
Not enough minerals. Additional supply base is under attack. Additional supply depots required.
I can't build here.
Command center upgrade complete. Not enough minerals. Upgrade complete. Not enough. Not enough minerals. Upgrade complete.
Mayday! Mayday!
Add-on complete. Additional supply depots required. Additional supply insufficient Vespine gas. Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required. Insufficient Vespine gas. Research complete. Insufficient Vespine gas.
I can't build here.
Mineral field depleted. Insufficient Vespine gas.
I can't build here.
Mayday! Mayday!
Add-on complete. Insufficient Vespine gas. Insufficient Vespine gas. Insufficient Vespine gas. Not enough energy. Upgrade complete.
Can't hold them alone.
Add-on complete. Command unacceptable landing zone. Not enough minerals. Insufficient Vespine gas. Unacceptable landing zone. Add-on complete. Not enough energy. Base is under attack. Insufficient Vespine gas. Not enough minerals. Base is under attack. Command center.
It's heating up out here. Got any extra firepower? It's heating up out here.
These bastards.
Command center
Oops.
upgrade complete. Mineral field. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted. Not enough energy.
I can't build here.
Command center upgrade complete. Unacceptable command. We are at maximum. Unacceptable command. We are at maximum supply. Upgrade complete. We are at maximum supply.
Got any extra firepower? It's heating up out here.
Mineral field depleted. Command center upgrade complete. Command center upgrade complete. Base is under attack.
I can't build here.
Upgrade complete. Mineral field depleted. Base is under attack.
This vessel requires assistance.
Our SCVs are under attack. Mineral field depleted. Base is under attack. Mineral field depleted. Our SCVs are under attack. Your forces are under attack. Our SCVs are under attack. Base is under attack. Mineral field depleted. Unacceptable landing zone. Your forces are under attack. Vespine geyser exhausted. Not enough energy. Base is under attack. Mineral field depleted. Upgrade complete. Base is under SCVs are under attack. Unacceptable command. We are at maximum supply. Vespine geyser exhausted. Mineral field depleted. Base is under attack.
Got any extra firepower?
Mineral field depleted.
Saw that on the minimap. He's just wasting time now.
Your forces are under attack. Mineral field depleted.
Let's kill every last creep tumor.
Mineral field depleted. Unacceptable command. We are at maximum supply.
Can't hold them alone.
Your forces are under attack. Mineral field depleted. Vespine geyser exhausted. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted. Vespine geyser exhausted.
Alright. We've cleansed the land of Zerg.
Vespine geyser exhausted. Mineral field depleted.
Not yet. Okay. Good. All clean. Pretty sure he was dead before he even went Broodlords, though. Barracks finishes. I could lead the Marine too. Start the factory. I guess with this build, it's orbital immediately. I'm getting confused with my new Terran build. So this should be orbital. Leave me at 150, 136. And I need to get to 250, 150. Yeah, okay. So build the engine bay first. Wait a few seconds, then put my third SCV in gas. I think that will time it perfectly. Anything else I care about this game? Yeah, he just wasn't. He got bases fast, but he wasn't getting workers very fast. Definitely keeping base of them. This feels rough. I guess roaches can't do much here. But Ravagers, Hydras, they take this position. It's going to be hard to defend. I mean, I can keep the planetary alive, but I can't mine. Every Zerg is making pressers nowadays. Oh. He had this base dead. He took out the missile turrets. He started peeing on it. And then he just left. Under 3 workers is probably too high on my end. Thought this base is gonna die, but I make my stand here. Extra turrets. Rally my Vikings here. Two, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15, 20. 22 kills on these Vikings. It's all Broodlords and Overlords. And a couple Overseers. Alright, let's find someone to host. Hawaiian, that's an old name. Being the Bard's a good choice. Ted Spot. Let's see what's going on here.
Mineral field depleted. Upgrade.
2v2s.
Nuclear launch detected.
Got nuked. Hmm. Oh, Baby Crusher. Sure, it's good to me. How'd that session go anyways? Did I have my bot running? 12-3. Nice. And 2 of my losses were leaving because I was on the Brazil server. Of course, 2 of my wins, I think, were from people leaving as well. Anyways, with that, we'll call it the end of this video, or end of this stream. Thanks, everyone. I'm out of here.